Hi, Lesma here, and welcome to a new video that that got suggested to me by a subscriber. So basically, they just asked, what do you do when you first join a club, and what are your tactics? That's basically what I'm going to be going through here. So basically, one of the first things I do when I join a club, this save I've joined United. It's not a save that I'm planning on doing. It's just, I just randomly picked a team. I only loaded the Premier League, so I just clicked random and up popped United. So not a bad one to get, obviously, if you're just going to do a random. But I'm not actually going to do this, and this isn't a new series or anything. This is just a one-off video. I just want to get that out there, and also I'm not a United fan. Just so so as you may already know, I've already set up my tactics. Now I will go through these. This is just simply for purposes. I have saved it as I just call it the tactic. I do have other ones that I use to use with different teams. Like I've got AC Milan, Dortmund, Liverpool. I've got a slightly more defensive version of this one. I have Villa. Sometimes I like to play how real teams play in real life. So with Bayern Munich, I've got their 4-3-3. Very in-your-face type style play. Whereas this one's more, this is how I like it. Actually, that should be attack, and that can either be defend or support. I tend to keep it on defend, but it depends on which first of all which player you've got. I'd be playing Carrick in that, and he's obviously not the best defender, so I'd probably, if I was United, I'd put on support, but normally I put it on defense. I'd normally go and buy someone. So first of all, I'm going to take you through the tactics. So obviously you can see it's a 4-2-4 or 4-2-2-2 type formation, whichever way you want to go. The style is fluid and it's on attacking, although some people would like to go counter if they're away. I personally don't tend to change it. I sometimes drop down to control if I don't really need to go all out attacking, but I don't want to risk it. So yeah, anyway, it's just a normal goalkeeper on defend, fullback just again normal on defend, central defenders, sorry, are just defend. The defense is better left normal. I always make sure to keep my fullbacks on either automatic or on support. Automatic will put it on attacking, which is why I like it. So if I go defending, I don't have to go and change it myself. So that's why I just tend to keep it on automatic. It doesn't matter too much. So then moving on to the first central midfielder, the right-sided player. I always like the playmaker to be on the right for some reason, because I like my specific playmaker to be the left winger. So my advanced playmaker that I use here, I like to put him on attacking. I like to put him on the right. Sometimes I'll change it over to the left if I'm playing, say, Giggs, and I'd rather play him on the left. Say I wanted to do that, stick Giggs in. Oh, whoops! Wanted to do that, and then I make this one the advanced playmaker, and switch Giggs over to that side, and then make that one ball-winning midfielder. And let's just have Scholes in there, shall we? So that's how I like. That's how I would do it. If I had a left-sided player that I'd rather play as the. I don't know why you want Scholes as a ball-winning midfielder. To be honest, he would probably just go and foul everyone. But no, that's if you got like a midfielder, what do you call it? Oh my god, advanced playmaker who is. Oh, it didn't save it when I did it. Okay. So I'm gonna have to redo all this now. Great. But yeah, that's basically it. Then the wingers are both wingers. Sometimes, say for example, if I'm playing Nani or Young out on the left, I'll switch it to an inside forward. Well, more Nani, not really Young, because Young from there as a winger. But inside forward, so that they kind of drift in and they'll take long shots. And I'll just generally, be a more, I don't really know how to describe it, but the way I think of it is a more of Robinho type player, where they play on the wing but they're basically a striker. That's basically what an inside forward is. Now this should be a target man. So yeah, target man and poacher up front. That's just them. Move into the team. I've already done that. Passing style more direct. Creativity, freedom more expressed. Closing down, press more. You don't really need that, but I like to have it, and also the more expressed that. Tackling I tend to leave on default. Sometimes I like to put it on more aggressive. That should be zonal marking for the marking, and the crossing. It depends whether you've got big strikers. If you don't have big strikers, then I tend to drill crosses. If I have someone like Andy Carroll, then I'll just float it in, because he can just knock it down. Roaming I always leave on default. Defensive line I like to keep it on deep, and just to make sure the width should be normal. Oh no, it's just one out from normal. Tempo I like it depends, sometimes I like to go slow, sometimes quick, but normally I just go with the normal. It's just most balanced. And then counter attack is yes, and playing offside is no. Now when it comes to target man supply, again, if you've got a big striker or someone like Rooney who's decent in the air, you put to head. If not, I just put to feet, unless you've got Welbeck who's really quick. Then I like to put run onto ball. The playmaker I like to be the left winger, and the normally my target man is just the target man. Sometimes it's advanced forward, like when I play Neymar in my Tottenham save. Player, I don't really edit these really unless I have to, so that really depends on how you want to play it. Really, it changes in every team I'm in. You know, just changes in different players. Set pieces. Now this is something that I'm sure. Obviously, I get a lot of goals from my corners. That is no, that's not quite new, is it? I think that's it. That's literally it. Just near post, crowd the box, get a player outside, just, you know, lurking outside the box. I prefer to have like a midfielder lurking outside the box, so that because they generally have better long shots or better passing. The central midfielder is always good to have out there. Then I normally have the right back there, because right backs tend to be bigger. Although with United, Evra's probably better in the air than Raphael. And I leave just one man back, which is a bit risky, but I score a lot of corners. If you've got a good corner taker, then you should be fine. Defending corners, I just stick everyone back, the two centre backs, marking the tall players, one either winger outside the box, it doesn't really matter which one, and then the striker that's not the target man up front. Or you can put the target man up front there, up top there as well, to try and hold the ball up. But I like to try and hoof it and get on the break straight away. Corner free kicks, I don't really do anything to them. I normally just stick them into the far post and hope they go in. You could put them on near post or best header as well. I sometimes do that, but generally I don't tend to care that much. I just again leave one man back. I sometimes have players distracting the wall, I believe. Yeah, distracting the wall. But then I sometimes have someone standing with the taker, but normally I just stick everyone forward. Defending free kicks, I only have a 3-man wall, I prefer, and I leave one man up front as always. At least one man anyway. I would like to keep two men up, but I don't generally need to. Normally it works fine. And then man mark with all the defenders. Sometimes I put the defenders on the post, but normally I just put the man marking, and he should go back. Actually, normally them I put on the post, unless obviously like in my Tottenham save I've got very big central midfielders, that's why it's not there. Throw-ins, I like to just keep them quick or short, put everyone in the box, leave one man back, so that you can just do a quick or short. Actually that should be just on short, that's how I know, that's what it is on my Tottenham save. So it's just short. This is the same for both sides, get the full back and the winger there, and I also get one there, midfielders, and then stick everyone else in the box apart from the right back for the left side throw-in, or left back for the right sided throw-in. So yeah, and then that, and it's the same on there. Penalty takers, I just tend to get my best penalty takers on there. So yeah, that is pretty much my whole tactics done. When it comes to shouts, I don't actually use any. I occasionally use some in the matches. I haven't had it recommended to me, but I just for some reason I don't. And again, training, I tend to just do that default, you know, and then occasionally, you know, I go into every time. This is something I definitely recommend you do. I believe it's somewhere. Yeah, here it is. This isn't what I want. I want the coaching training. Here we go. Coaches. Now, this is something I recommend you all do straight away as soon as you join a new team. You make sure you've got the right amount of coaches. So United have a relatively good coaching team. They've got their 2 fitness coaches, got their goalkeeping coaches, and I like to have at least 3.5 stars if it's a good team, 3 stars if it's not such a good team. So yeah, this United have, you know, at least 3.5. Sorry, at least. Oh, actually, okay, they have 3.5 stars on all of them apart from tactics and attacking. So what I would normally do is take him off of attacking completely. So you know, you've got a 4.5 star coach on shooting there, and go and buy myself an attacking coach. So we go into search and staff. You know, some people will know how to do this, some people won't. Some people are newer to Football Manager. So you go attack. Is it attack we're looking for? Yeah, it's attack coaching we're looking for. And then I just bump up as far as I possibly can. Okay, 17 is the highest, and then okay, we've already got the best one. So we go for the next best, who's a coach, Clive Allen. So we'll go and approach him and offer him a contract. Hope he accepts. Okay, so I hope that's all clear. Then you know, after I've done all that, I like to go into my report and see exactly what my squad is lacking. Now, obviously here at United, you can see, obviously De Gea is a good keeper, but and he's young, so you want to keep him. But I'm looking to win the trophy straight away, so I'm looking for a new keeper. So I'll go and, you know, just go and find a new keeper. I don't know. Let's go Akinfeev. Yeah, stick in a scout report for him and hopefully go and buy him. Okay, so I tend to, you know, just do that. And do another example. Okay, we don't have a great left winger here. Okay, Ashley Young's decent, 2.5 stars, but they need to be at least 3 stars. So now we go into attacking midfield left. Bale, okay, might be a bit expensive though. The rest of them I'm not really looking at too much, so I'll go into and can partially play, and I see Neymar immediately there. Again, I'm thinking a bit too expensive. Okay, so I'll just say, right, let's just go Bale. Stick in a bid, not that, stick in a bid, and, you know, just generally negotiate until we get him. If we can't get him, then yeah. What I also like to do is cancel as many friendlies as I possibly can, because I like to sort them out, and normally they come a bit too soon, so I like to get my transfers done first, and then I'll do that. So yeah, then once I've got my transfers all sorted out, you know, we've already got Antwerp a week before, so I like to put normally about 3 friendlies. So I'll say, okay, let's get Barnsley to do a friendly with us, and then let's get one a week before that as well, which gives me a nice, what is it, a good few times to a good bit of time to get the transfers done. You know, if you do already have the friendlies on those dates, or you have friendlies that you really want to play, or friendlies you can't cancel, then, you know, go ahead, play them. I suggest watching them. Sometimes I do, you know, holiday them because I can't be bothered, but I do suggest watching them because they are very helpful for your team in going ahead. What else do I do? Oh yes, it's always good to obviously do all the meetings and stuff. I haven't done them in this particular one. I can't be bothered to go all the way through it. It's obviously good to get those meetings done and out of the way. And then, oh yes, I also like to go into my reserves and look. Okay, well, Anderson's in there and he's worth a bit of money. Am I really going to use him? I don't think so. Okay, so I'll offer him away. But this is my negotiating tactic I'll use. Anderson's not great. He's in the reserves, but you can see a lot of major interest in him. You got a couple of loans in there, which I don't really want to let him out on loan. I just want to get rid of him right now. So I'll offer him out for 15 million. I hope they come back with something around that, and then go to this and go loan status unavailable for loan. Obviously, if you want them to be out for loan, then offer them for loan and put them available for loan. But I don't want to loan him out. I want to straight up sell him. He's 24 now. You know, he's not really going to get much better. So yeah, let's just continue on and let's see exactly what we get. Okay, that's all great. So look, you get this message and immediately see there are teams interested even with the £15 million price tag. Benfica and Juventus, 2 of them. So when I get some bids, I'll show you exactly how I negotiate. Okay guys, so we've got a report back from CSKA Moscow for Akinfeev here. They say they're not going to give us a price, so it looks like we're going to have to go in. You know, when this happens, it means, you know, they don't want to get rid of him, so I go straight in. Now if it was a keeper and I was looking for someone about Akinfeev's quality, I would immediately go straight to Mandanda, who has a minimum fee release clause of 11.25 million, I think it is, and he's just as good, a bit older, but yeah. Then I'll go like that and just hope they accept that. You know, I'm not really going to bother too much with that, and I'm not going to do that either. We've got our bids in now here, so yeah, again, they're not great. You know, they're not exactly what we wanted. They're not going to negotiate, so I'm going to say no to that because I don't want to sell them for over 48 months, and no to that. Unfortunately, there we don't get to see my negotiating powers. Okay guys, so we've got a new renegotiation thing here, and it's saying 70 million for Akinfair, so immediately I'm going to say no, and I'm going to do the same thing until I can get someone for a price in which I want to buy someone for, you know, and with the ability. So at this stage I would just be going for Mandanda personally. So Chelsea put in a bid for Danny Welbeck. They've put in about 16 million, but a lot of it's over 48 months. So I'm Man United manager. I'm looking to keep Danny Welbeck. I don't really want anything over 18 months. But 20 million up front, I would take. I would be happy to accept that. Yeah, I'd just get rid of the, you. Arsenal put in a bid for Hernandez. It's non-negotiable. It's what he's worth. So, I'm not necessarily looking to get rid of him. But I might accept that, I might not. I'm going to reject it just to the point of this video. But that's basically all I do at the start. I just make sure my players are getting tactics done. I occasionally would add another tactic, by the way. I'm not going to go through this one. Any other tactic you might want to use. Let's just go with the Bayern Munich one, just in case. So again, you got the that should be on attacking, shouldn't it? But this is this is the one I use with Bayern Munich. Obviously got the wing backs, the advanced playmaker, deep line playmaker, similar to Barcelona type play. Anyway, I'm not going to go too much into it. But yeah, I do also sometimes like to put my youngsters out on loan, but I'm sure you will know how to do that. But yeah, that's pretty much all I do. It's not really a lot. It's just a routine. I like to go through it. It takes about 20 minutes to do it properly and to get it all done. But then after that, it makes it much easier for the rest of it to go into the rest of it. So yeah, we did manage to get that coach. So I'll just show you now. Where is he? Clive Allen. And it immediately stuck him on attacking straight away, so that's all great. I didn't have to go and do that, so yeah, that's pretty much going to wrap up this video. Again, if you don't like Manchester United, this isn't me glorifying them. I just randomised the team. They are a very good team, rather. But yeah, that's going to wrap up this video. I don't think there's anything else I do. I think there's something, but I can't remember it. It's nothing too important though. I do like to check out the free transfers, especially if I'm a lower league team or quite a weak team in the league. Teams such as Wigan, I'll go and check out their loan market and their transfer list. I do that anyway with any team, because you always get players like Fellaini, Kaka, Albiol, who are decent players, and Albiol's really good in the game actually. So there are some decent players on the transfer list normally. Free agents, not so much. But yeah, that wraps up this video. Thank you for watching. Please leave a like if you did enjoy it, and of course subscribe to my channel if you didn't already. If this is the first video you're watching, I also do Tottenham playthrough. But yeah, thanks and goodbye.